What's up, people? Shout out the King here. Here to do my first rant. Typically, I do reviews, Ultimate Spider-Man, Avatar: Legend of Korra, shit like that. But today, it's late, I'm getting ready to go to bed, surfing the internet, trying to keep up on the goings ons. And I come across the first video for the Dragon Ball Z Kinect game. Now, first, let me tell you this: huge Dragon Ball Z fan right here. I'm not gonna be one of these guys that say I'm Dragon Ball Z fan number one, but I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. Been watching it since Dragon Ball, and when I say Dragon Ball, I'm talking about when they premiered on TV back in the early '90s, early to mid '90s, 5 o'clock in the morning. I was getting up watching the first 12 episodes because they didn't really show it past the part where he turned into a monkey and gets his tail cut off by Oolong, who turned into a pair of scissors. Yeah, that's how deep my Dragon Ball Z blood goes. After that, it was like crack. I was running to every video store, every comic book shop, anybody who had connections to get the bootleg copies over from Japan on VHS. Yeah, people, I'm talking about VHS. I'm talking about before Napster, before you can get it online, before you can get it on DVD, any of that. I was getting these grainy VHS copies of this stuff because I couldn't get enough. It was Dragon Ball. Oh my god, I need it. So again, this is before Cartoon Network started airing it. I was like, I've already seen half of the Dragon Ball Z series before it ever started showing on Cartoon Network. That's how deep my blood goes. I got all the games. As a matter of fact, back here, right here, pull these out real quick for y'all. My Dragon Ball Z games. What's this? Burst Limit. You may not be able to see it because of the glare, but Burst Limit. What's this? Tenkaichi. Put it over here, maybe you can see it. Budokai 3. Infinite World. I don't even think I really played it. I mean, I think I played it a couple of times, but I just bought it just because I had to have it, you know? Tenkaichi 3. Best Dragon Ball Z game to date. And then you got Tenkaichi 2. Got them all. Got them all. I didn't get Burst Limit. I didn't get Burst Limit 2. I played them all the way through. I rented them and I gave them back because I wasn't really satisfied with it. At that point, I got to my anger boiled over, but I'll explain that. Let me put this back. Whatever. I'll put it back later. Anyway. Alright. So again, let's talk about my passion for Dragon Ball Z, which brings me to the point of saying how angry I was when I heard that they were making a game for Kinect. Now, we all know that the Kinect is a gimmick. It's a fucking gimmick. It's a way that Microsoft could compete with the Wii people, the people who all bought the Wii, the people who wanted to just dance and, the shit like that. I get it. I'm not hating on Microsoft. You want to make your money? That's fine. Make your money. I get it. But don't forget where your fucking bread and butter came from. And that's us. You guys are sitting there trying to make these fucking Dragon Ball Z games for these little fucking 6 and 7-year-olds who don't know shit. They don't know about Dragon Ball. They don't know shit about Dragon Ball. Not like us, like the true fans. But you know what? I'm not even about here to talk about the little kids. Because again, I understand what you guys are doing. You guys are trying to make a buck. But what you don't realize is that even though these parents can go out there and buy these games, we're the ones with jobs, the ones who can just go out there on day one and buy the games. We're not going to fall for this shit. We're not going to fall for this bullshit that you call Dragon Ball Z Kinect. We're just not going to do it. Now, I know where this came from. This came from this guy. There's a video out there, probably came out a couple months ago, of this guy who hacked the Kinect, and he started mapping it and was able to throw Kamehamehas from his couch. And they showed a video of him throwing Kamehameha in the front. And you saw a little beam shooting out from the front. He said, Kamehameha from the side. Shit like that. It was cool. I saw the video. It was kind of cool for about 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, what's next? So then I know you guys up there from Bandai, Namco, whatever the hell, you was thinking to yourself, we could do the same thing. We could brainstorming. We could take the Tenkaichi. We can take the Ultimate Tenkaichi engine, because we all love that game. Oh, don't even let me get started on Ultimate Tenkaichi. Don't even let me get started on Ultimate Tenkaichi. That game was fucking horrible. The only good thing about that game was the graphics. Love the graphics. Not even going to hate on it completely. Love the graphics. And the creative player. So enjoyed the creative player. The only thing that fucked me up on the creative player is you guys made it so limited. But I noticed what you guys do. That's how you're able to make some more games. Because every year, if you get another game, you just give us a little bit more. Give us a little bit more. Okay, this time we're only going to give you American. You can make a human or a Saiyan. You can make all the colors you want. You can do a lot. It was okay. I'm not going to complain about that. I wish you would have given me more. But I understand why you guys do it. Give them a little bit. And then you give them more later on the next installment. I get it. The problem is, your combat fucking sucked. Who the fuck cares what a game looks like? Who the fuck cares what kind of features you have if the core mechanic of the game is bullshit? So a game that could have easily been a 3.5 or a 4 out of 5 becomes a 2.5, barely a 3, because your control scheme was fucked. Nobody wants to play rock, paper, scissors for 3 hours. I remember me and my friends used to play these games for hours. I'm like, me and my friends, we used to sit there for hours and go back and forth playing Ultimate Tenkaichi all the time. Even the burst limit. Burst limit was a step in the right direction. And even, you know what? I'll even say Raging Blast 1 and 2. You know, you gave me Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. You gave me Super Saiyan 3 Broly, and I appreciate that. Because these, again, are characters that I've always wanted to play with. So overall, I won't. The only thing I really had an issue with those was the online play. Because people just used to spam moves. It was like they would pick Cell, and then they would just fly around and start throwing the disc down. It was just a big mess. But anyway, I'm not going to really trail off that much. Back to my point. I saw this video. The guy is in Vegas. This is where they're Bandai showing off the game. And you can see him playing the game, and he does not look like he's having fun. Like, at all. He's not having fucking fun. He's sitting there throwing punches, looking like a fool. And again, I get it. When you play the Kinect, you're supposed to look like a fool. We get it. But the game's supposed to be fun in the end, and it's not. It didn't look fun. The very first video I've seen did not look fun at all. He was trying to see, he even said it when he was talking about it. He even said it. He was like, I was trying to do the special beam cannon with Piccolo, and it just wouldn't work. You know, he was touching his head. Ha! Touching his head. Ha! It wasn't working. Now I get it if anyone wants to say, well, Shay Shonuff, you don't know, the game is still in early development, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. They said the same thing about another game that was supposed to be huge for the Kinect. Anybody want to take a guess? Okay, I'll give you a second. It's supposed to be Kinect Star Wars, remember? Kinect Star Wars, when it debuted at E3. It wasn't even last year. I think it was the year before last. It debuted at E3, and everyone was like, oh my God, a Star Wars game with Kinect. Will we be able to use the Force? Will we be able to use lightsabers? The game sucked. I think most people gave it a 3 or 4. Not even a 4, I'm sorry. But out of 10. Most places gave it between a 3 and a 4 out of 10. That's 2 5s. Game sucked. Completely and utterly sucked. And I know it. Because again, the Kinect is a gimmick. It's not meant to be played with real hardcore games. It's supposed to be for the Just Dance. It's supposed to be for the fitness games. It's supposed to be for like the little fun mini games. That's what it's for. If you guys want to try to be innovative with it, do what the people from Skyrim are doing. They're not trying to say you can control your character with the Kinect. They're not trying to say you can swing your sword with the Kinect and then that's how you want to play. They're doing it simple because the voice recognition on the Kinect is fantastic. I can attest to that. It's fantastic. So like if I'm saying, you know, the shout on Skyrim and it's doing it on the screen, that's kind of awesome. But I can still control it with my controller. Yes, I can. That's how you're supposed to use Kinect. You're not supposed to make a fucking Dragon Ball Z game where I can just go, I want to be a Super Saiyan. No. It's so the bottom line is, once again, Hey, what's up, everybody? This is going to be part 2 of my rant. My limitation is only about 10 minutes on my webcam, so I have to do this in 2 parts. It won't take up too much more of your time. Only thing I want to say is this. We as a consumer, we have to take a stand. We can't keep letting these companies make this bullshit games and think we're just going to spend our hard-earned money on it and just line their pockets. These are the same companies that want to complain because we want to trade in games to GameStop and get our money back. You know why we do that? Because you got to make fucking crappy games. Why the hell would I want to pay $50, $60 for a fucking Dragon Ball Z Kinect game, play it for like a day, get bored with it, and be stuck with it? Why would I want to do that? That's why people trade that shit in. Because you make crappy games and people trade that shit in. And then it doesn't help us because, again, GameStop ends up raping us. And then they end up raping us twice because then you pay $50 for a game, they'll give you $15 for it, and they'll put that shit back on the shelf for $49.99. So they win twice and we get fucked twice. So again, I'm not sitting here saying I'm an advocate for GameStop. I don't trade games into them because I think it's highway robbery. I haven't traded. The last game I've ever traded in was TNA Impact. We all know how much that game sucked. That was the last time I ever traded in the game. You know what I do? I rent games on GameFly. Get them on GameFly. If I like it, I buy it. If I don't like it, I send it back. I still buy a shitload of games. But I refuse to go into a store and pay $60 for a game that could potentially suck. I won't do it. Sorry. So again, you guys gotta get your shit together because you know what? I will not be buying the Dragon Ball Z Kinect game at all. I won't even rent it. It's not even worth a GameFly rental at all. It's not even worth a GameFly rental. So, nice try. Maybe 2013 we'll get that Ultimate Tenkaichi 2 the way it should have been the first time around. We can make Nameks, Majin, humans, and Saiyans. Or hell, maybe I can make a Namek Saiyan. Who knows? Maybe I'll fix that fucking rock, paper, scissors bullshit and actually give us some complex fighting mechanics. We'll see, I guess. Because I can tell you right now, this Dragon Ball Z Kinect game is going to fail. Just like the Kinect Star Wars game. And you guys you fuckers will be right back to square one trying to figure out another way to screw us over. Showing up the king. Fuck it.